this idea of being able to self-promote effectively without self sounding like yourself and grandizing,
Yes, yes, yes.
bragging.
Hmm.
It's a fine line, and a lot of people err on the side of caution as a solo entrepreneur or a professional speaker. You've got to put forth some sort of image that you're somebody, that you're special, that you're in fact exceptional. And yet when most of us do that, it feels awkward and braggadocious and inappropriate.
Mm.
You mentioned that when somebody else says that you don't feel Carrie doesn't think she's that exceptional, that you mentioned in your own mind it could go both ways. It of course the way I just mentioned, which is if she thought she was exceptional, she's egocentric. But why did it bother you the other way that you didn't think you were exceptional? Why did that bother you?
Because here are these people reading this magazine, thinking I'm exceptional. And it bothered me that not that I don't see it, but I just dismissed the entire um, thing, the article as nothing big, but it really is something big.
Of course it is. So here's the
And
here's the easy fix for this, and it's going to take you a while to get here because you're not naturally there. You're this is a lifelong habit of yours to be humble and
yes.
contrite and not flying your flag too much. And society does this too. Society does this especially to women, right?
Hmm.
That men would be the peacock and the hunter and the look at me. Women do it more subtly through makeup and nuance. So for women to get here, and I have a lot of female clients, for women to get here is especially hard sometimes. But here's the fix. Not only are you exceptional, everyone else is too.
Uh-huh.
And that levels the playing field. So, yes, I'm special, and so are you, and you, and you. We're all special, and we all should fly our own flag. You see how easily this converts now to something that's desirable?
Yes, yes, yes.
Of
I
course, you
have to
still have
work
to
on that.
temper it with taste and tone. You can't get up
Hmm.
every day saying, "Look at me, I'm special." You have to have that second part of the equation, and you have to treat people like they're celebrities. So when I come to a gig and I've been promoted well and everybody knows who I am and I have this kind of flair, especially if I'm with the redhead, we walk into the room like some sort of power couple, and really we're just walking into the room. But that's the kind of impression that we are able to have, fortunately. Uh, I suppose some people expect us to be a little stuck up or snobby or not friendly. They got to at least feel us out first. And I ask questions in a 5 or 10 to 1 ratio. What's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? Oh, that's interesting. Do you have somebody to sit with? I want to learn more about you. Can you imagine how the tops of people's heads blow off when I treat them like this?
Yes.
And when you have this as part of your role, they'll excuse very quickly that you might seem overly confident or even arrogant. They'll excuse that because you showed so much interest in them as a unique and special person. I know you can do this.
Yes, I do that. I do that one.
So we all have these little tricks. I think you're onto it. It's like a little toolbox or a tool belt because you don't
Hmm.
want to have to reach too far into the box and find it. You just want to very quickly access what you need and dispense of this little awkward moment. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think you got the
Hmm.
right idea.
Hmm.
Bravo. So the idea again is to treat everybody as if they're exceptional and kind of overdo it a
Hmm.
little bit because that would keep them from saying, "Oh, she thinks a lot of herself." You might think a lot of
Yes.
yourself and you think a lot of them. And through a
Yes.
balanced conversation, you can get there pretty easily.